7 Unforeseen medical benefits of consuming seaweed. Algae that grows in the sea includes seaweed and sea veggies. They come in a variety of colors, from red to green to brown to black, and are a source of food for marine life. Seaweed is a plant that grows on rocky shorelines all around the world, although it is most frequently consumed in Asian nations like China, Japan, and Korea. Sushi rolls, soups and stews, salads, supplements, and smoothies are just a few of the recipes that can employ it. 1. Iodine and tyrosine are present, supporting thyroid function. In order to regulate growth, energy generation, reproduction, and the body's ability to repair damaged cells, the thyroid gland releases hormone. You may eventually start to suffer symptoms including weight changes, exhaustion, or neck swelling if you don't get enough iodine. Iodine has a recommended daily intake, RDI, of 150 micrograms. Iodine from the ocean can be concentrated and absorbed by seaweed in a certain way. Depending on the kind, where it was cultivated, and how it was processed, it has a wide range of iodine contents. In actuality, 11 to 1,989% of the RDI can be found in one dried sheet of seaweed. Depending on the kind, where it was cultivated, and how it was processed, it has a wide range of iodine contents. In actuality, 11 to 1,989% of the RDI can be found in just one dried sheet of seaweed. The typical iodine concentration of 3 distinct dried seaweeds is shown below. 37 micrograms per gram of nori, 25% of the RDI. 139 micrograms per gram of wakame, 93% of the RDI. 2,523 micrograms per gram for kombu, 1,682% of the RDI. One of the best sources of iodine is kelp. Dried kelp in just 1 teaspoon, 3.5 grams, could provide 59 times the RDI. Tyrosine, another amino acid found in seaweed, is combined with iodine to create 2 essential hormones that aid the thyroid gland in performing its function. 2. Excellent source of minerals and vitamins. There are specific nutrients found in each variety of seaweed. Dried seaweed is a simple way to increase your intake of vitamins and minerals while also giving your meals taste, texture, and flavor. Typically, 1 tablespoon, 7 grams, of dry spirulina can offer the following benefits. 20 calories. 1.7 grams of carbs. 4 grams of protein. 0.5 grams of fat. 0.3 grams of fiber. 15% of the RDI is riboflavin. 11% of the RDI for thiamine. 11% of the RDI for iron. Manganese makes up 7% of the RDI. 21% of the RDI is copper. In addition, seaweed has trace levels of folate, zinc, sodium, calcium, and magnesium. It also has trace amounts of the vitamins A, C, E, and K. Using it as a spice once or twice per week can be a simple method to add more nutrients to your diet, even though it may only contribute to a small portion of some of the RDIs listed above. Some seaweeds, like spirulina and chlorella, have protein that is complete in all 9 essential amino acids. As a result, eating seaweed can help ensure that you obtain all 9 essential amino acids. In addition, seaweed has trace levels of folate, zinc, sodium, calcium, and magnesium. It also has trace amounts of the vitamins A, C, E, and K. Using it as a spice once or twice per week can be a simple method to add more nutrients to your diet, even though it may only contribute to a small portion of some of the RDIs listed above. 3. Has quite a variety of antioxidants that are protective. Antioxidants can lessen the reactivity of unstable chemicals called free radicals in your body. They are less likely to harm your cells as a result. Furthermore, an underlying factor in the development of various diseases, including diabetes and heart disease, is thought to be an excess generation of free radicals. Seaweed has a wide range of healthy plant chemicals, including flavonoids and carotenoids, in addition to the antioxidant vitamins A, C, and E. These have been demonstrated to shield the cells in your body from harm by free radicals. A lot of research has focused on one particular carotenoid called fucoxanthin. It's the main carotenoid found in brown algae, such as wakame, and it has 13.5 times the antioxidant capacity as vitamin E. Fucoxanthin has been shown to protect cell membranes better than vitamin A. While the body does not always absorb fucoxanthin well, absorption may be improved by consuming it along with fat. Nevertheless, seaweed contains a wide variety of plant compounds that work together to have strong antioxidant effects. 4. Offers fibrous and polysaccharide components that may support gut health. Your health is greatly influenced by the microorganisms in your gut. Your body is thought to have more bacteria cells than human cells. The good and bad gut flora can become out of balance, which can cause illness and disease. A great source of fiber that is known to improve intestinal health is seaweed. It can account for 25 to 75% of the dry weight of seaweed. This has a greater fiber level than the majority of fruits and vegetables. Fiber has the potential to withstand digestion and serve as a food supply for the bacteria in your large intestine. The cells lining your gut are supported and nourished by short-chain fatty acids, SCFA, which can be produced more readily by these polysaccharides. 5. May facilitate weight loss by postponing hunger and reducing calories. There is a lot of fiber in seaweed, which has no calories. Additionally, the fiber in seaweed may delay stomach emptying. This can prevent hunger pangs and make you feel fuller for longer. Additionally, thought to offer anti-obesity properties is seaweed. Particularly, a chemical found in seaweed called fucoxanthin may aid in body fat reduction, according to various animal studies. In one experiment on animals, it was discovered that rats receiving fucoxanthin lost weight but rats receiving the control diet did not. The outcomes demonstrated that in rats, fucoxanthin boosted the expression of a protein involved in fat metabolism. Other animal studies yielded comparable results. Fucoxanthin, for example, has been shown to significantly lower blood sugar levels in rats, thereby assisting with weight loss. 6. May lower the risk of heart disease. The leading cause of death worldwide is heart disease. High cholesterol, high blood pressure, smoking, and being physically inactive or overweight are all risk factors. Surprisingly, seaweed may help lower blood cholesterol levels. In one 8-week study, rats with high cholesterol were fed a high-fat diet supplemented with 10% freeze-dried seaweed. It was discovered that the rats had 40% lower total cholesterol, 36% lower LDL cholesterol, and 31% lower triglyceride levels. Excessive blood clotting can also cause heart disease. Fucins are carbohydrates found in seaweed that may help prevent blood clotting. In fact, one animal study discovered that fucins extracted from seaweed were as effective as an anti-clotting drug at preventing blood clotting. Peptides in seaweed are also being studied by researchers. Animal studies suggest that these protein-like structures may block a pathway in your body that raises blood pressure. 7. Improving blood sugar control may help lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. Diabetes is a serious health issue. It happens when your body is unable to maintain proper blood sugar levels over time. 642 million people worldwide are expected to have type 1 or type 2 diabetes by 2040. Surprisingly, seaweed has become a focus of research for new ways to support people at risk of diabetes. Fucoxanthin, a substance found in brown seaweed, may help improve blood sugar control, according to an 8-week study of 60 Japanese people. Participants were given either 0 mg, 1 mg, or 2 mg of fucoxanthin in a local seaweed oil. The study discovered that those who received 2 mg of fucoxanthin had lower blood sugar levels than those who received 0 mg. The study also discovered additional improvements in blood sugar levels in people who have a genetic predisposition to insulin resistance, which is commonly associated with type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, alginate, a seaweed compound, prevented blood sugar spikes in animals after they were fed a high sugar meal. Alginate is thought to reduce the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. Now let's recap. Fucoxanthin, alginate, and other seaweed compounds may help lower blood sugar levels, lowering your risk of diabetes. Seaweed's potential hazards. Although seaweed is considered a very healthy food, there may be some risks associated with consuming too much of it. Iodine excess. Iodine levels in seaweed can be extremely high and potentially dangerous. Surprisingly, Japanese people's high iodine intake is thought to be one of the reasons they are among the healthiest people on the planet. In Japan, however, the daily average iodine intake is estimated to be 1,000 to 3,000 micrograms, 667 to 2,000% of the RDI. This poses a risk to those who consume seaweed on a daily basis, as the tolerable upper limit, TUL, for adults is 1,100 micrograms of iodine. Fortunately, in Asian cultures, seaweed is commonly eaten with foods that can inhibit thyroid gland iodine uptake. These foods, known as goitrogens, can be found in broccoli, cabbage, and bok choy. It's also worth noting that seaweed is water-soluble, which means that cooking and processing can reduce its iodine content. When kelp is boiled for 15 minutes, for example, it can lose up to 90% of its iodine content. While iodine-containing kelp consumption has been linked to thyroid dysfunction in a few case reports, thyroid function returned to normal once consumption was discontinued. Nonetheless, excessive seaweed consumption can impair thyroid function, and symptoms of excess iodine are frequently confused with symptoms of insufficient iodine. If you suspect you are consuming too much iodine and are experiencing symptoms such as swelling around your neck or weight fluctuations, cut back on iodine-rich foods and consult your doctor. Heavy metal load seaweed can absorb and store minerals in large quantities. This is dangerous because seaweed can contain high levels of toxic heavy metals like cadmium, mercury, and lead. However, the heavy metal content of seaweed is typically lower than the maximum concentration allowances in most countries. A recent study looked at the levels of 20 metals in 8 different seaweeds from Asia and Europe. It was discovered that the levels of cadmium, aluminum, and lead in 4 grams of each seaweed posed no serious health. Seaweed is becoming increasingly popular in cuisines all over the world. It is the best dietary source of iodine, which aids in thyroid gland support.
Other vitamins and minerals found in it include vitamin K, B vitamins, zinc, and iron, as well as antioxidants that help protect your cells from damage.
However, consuming too much iodine from seaweed may impair thyroid function. Enjoy this ancient ingredient in small amounts on a regular basis for maximum health benefits.